Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm doing a quick guide slash breakdown of Warden, which is the new hero added in the 6.86 patch. So a few things I have to cover while discussing this. This is just a replay playing in the background of a game I had with him just recently, and it's just playing in player perspective. So when to pick him? You want to pick him when the enemy lacks early game pressure, when they have weak defensive capabilities in their towers, in terms of defending towers, and when your team can make enough space for you to get early key items. Laning, I prefer him at mid because without mid, like if you go safe lane, it's always pretty much going to be a dual lane or tri lane in pubs. You're not going to verse a solo offlaner. And why this is strong is because with mid, your Q can actually do something, because it gets muted once the enemy goes next to another enemy. So you can use your Q to zone them as well as with your E. And you'll see on this replay, I'm just using my E constantly to just zone the Queen of Pain back, like while I try to get last hits. And it's kind of hard because Warden only has 47 base damage, while Queen of Pain has like 58 plus the damage she's getting from Fairy Fires. So some things I have to discuss are starting items. I like going 2 tangos, no, not 2 tangos, just standard tangos and 2 branches. But you can replace branches with Wraithband if you feel like it's going to be hard. Like if I was against something like a Lina who has way higher damage, I'd probably go Wraithband. And then you want to get a bottle as early as possible and build some boots. What you need to prioritize at mid is to get as much CS as possible and not die, because once you die it just slows your item progression like a lot. So don't die, that's all I can say. Just be at mid, get CS. What you want to do is secure as much losses as you can to get your Midas. And Midas pretty much skyrockets your GPM, and that's because of its interaction with your ulti. And you'll see here I kill this Quap, even though I pretty much died as well. It was alright. What Midas does is every time your ulti is up, your clone slash double gets the Midas, like the cooldown is reset, so you can use the Midas on the double every time you cast it. And you do get the XP and the gold, so that's really good. What else? Bottle. Why bottle? Alright, so Warden, you can spam E really well to just zone, and with bottle you'll never be out of mana, and you can sustain in lane without having to go to base. Another reason why I like bottle is because you can, as you're seeing here, bottle gets like the double has bottle on them too if you have bottle. So you can just use the double and then cast the bottle on yourself, and you'll see there I gave myself a tango from the double and then built a tree using the branch from the double and then healed myself with it. So it's just things like that which you gotta do to sort of maximize efficiency when playing Warden. You see here I'm getting ganked, but I'm pretty safe because these guys, I don't know what they're doing. Playstyle. Alright, covering playstyle. What you want to do is pretty much play aggressive early game, but play really sort of defensive slash passive, like in the sense that you don't want to team fight late game. You want to just rat. Just think of yourself as a Naga Siren. What you do is just rat and just whittle the enemies down. You can't afford to die late game because of the item build. That's it's really greedy, the build you usually want to go with Warden. And what I want to know is, what boots do you guys prefer? Because the boots I'm having a lot of success with is boots of travel, because you can basically just farm jungle or even just sit in base and cast your double, and then you can use the boots of travel on your double, push out a lane. And we'll get into that just now. Item build. What you want to do is you get boots of travel, you get Necronomicon, you get Midas, you get Rapier and Manta. Rapier, it's controversial. A lot of people seem to disagree, but it was the go-to build back in Warcraft 3 Dota because Zed or Warden is the best Rapier carry in the game, and that is because you get double Your double can benefit 100% from the rapier's damage, and it doesn't drop on his death, so it's like the safest rapier possible. You just sit in base, keep casting ulti, and let your double push with the rapier. When pushing, basically you cast Necronomicon on your double, you cast Manta on your double, and you push. And what you want to do is shield, using your magnetic field on the double, shield as many creeps or summons as possible to tank the tower, and you can get that extra attack speed as well to get the tower faster. You want to use Manta to push as well. Even though they don't do as much damage, 4 illusions are still pretty strong. You get 2 from your main and then 2 from your double, and as you'll see here, I'm just doing some sneaky stuff. I'm just trying to do my best to get that Midas, which I've gotten now. This wasn't really that easy of a game because we're having really early game issues with this Ursa just steamrolling us so hard. Okay, E, his third spell, which is the Spark Wraith. It's got a low cooldown of only 4 seconds, and it does absurd amounts of damage. So what you want to do is, when you go for runes, you can just like stack those, so if the enemy does go into those, they'll take a lot of damage, and in most cases that damage will probably kill them, especially at early levels. Moving on from that, his E also follows people around like a Necrophos heal. It will just keep following, and it was in this game somewhere where Ursa, like, he was just about to die and that thing followed him all the way to base to kill him. It's pretty good. I think I killed his Quap again here, as you'll see. Yeah, okay. Yep, I get the Quap. The rest of this game was pretty much just, you know, I'll fast forward it a bit and just let you guys see how I played it out. So basically just go, always play as safe as possible. So yep, cast Midas twice, farm as much as you can, get your key items, and I think I'll go even further, even faster, just to show some item progression. Alright, so I get BOTs. Basically just farm, let your team just do the thing. Like, you have to play greedy, as I say. You can't be it's like an anti-mage. You can't be in fights because you die and it just sets you back so much. It's all about, with them, it's all about that gold to build your early momentum. You really need it. So I'm just coming in to clean up there. Magnetic Field's really amazing against melee heroes who get kited, such as Ursa. So as you can see, I'm just farming. Gotta get that Necronomicon. Alright. I'll fast forward it a bit, see some stuff's going on. A lot of... I'll slow it down a bit, actually. Alright. Here I am just doing some stuff. You know. Oh, this was the part where Ursa dies to the Spark Wraith. Just in case you guys want to see. Oh. Alright, so Ursa. You'll see soon that I put down a Spark Wraith over there, and it just follows him forever. Like, he tries to outrun it, it just keeps following him. He even blinks, but it's undisjointable. It'll just keep following. And bam, dead. It's just really good. I love the spell. 6 HP lol. Alright, so Midas, keep up the farm. It's good shit. And there we go, Necrobook. You can BOT the double, cause havoc, force rotations. That's your job. like after your team's done creating space for you, you gotta create that space for your team. So constantly, every time your stuff is off cooldown, just keep going for it. I'll keep going. More double plays, double Necronomicons. Just, you know, keep pushing. Set up control groups, but as of now, control groups for the Tempest double is broken, so you'll have to rely on clicking it. I tried many times this game, but it's something that Valve has to fix eventually. I'm hoping they do fix it soon, because it's pretty annoying how it works. Keep farming. It's like, think of him as an anti-mage, but instead of gearing up to fight, you're just gearing up to push. Like double necros and like with the magnetic shield is no joke. It rips apart towers so fast. See this? While they're just pushing or having a fight, you just watch this tower just melt, and Queen of Pain comes, but I can safely just TP out, you know. And then once that double is back, you can rinse and repeat. I think I go to... okay, helping him out. Alright, get a kill on this Ursa. He can't blink because of the Spark Wraith. Ah, he does blink. Okay, I thought the Spark Wraith would catch him. But, whatever. I think we might still kill him. Yeah, we still kill him. Okay. Arc Warden, if you know how to play him, he's really good hero. Like, don't play him if you're scared of microing, and don't play him if you don't know how to abuse space, because you really need to have a keen eye for map presence. Like, you need to see which enemies are here, which enemies can screw me up, you know, which enemies can cause problems. Like, if I'd say the Spirit Breaker's a really good counter. I'd say heroes like Bounty Hunter, he's really good against Arc. Just heroes who can sneak up on you and mess your day up really bad for Arc Warden. Or heroes like Shadow Fiend who can just farm your necro creeps easily. That's really kind of an issue. I think we kill her here. No, she blinks, okay. Always just push with your double and always keep your guy back. See, they're just helping out team. There's not much I can really say, man. Just all you have to do is farm. This guy becomes a monster. Like, especially with this kind of strat that we've got going with Lycan and Luna, just being able to push so fast. I think, yeah, I'm pretty safe here. These guys don't know what they're doing. Then keep farming. I think I'll build Manta style and then I go Rapier. And Nature's Prophets build Necronomicons of his own, but it's not that big of an issue because he doesn't farm nearly as fast as I can. I think my GPM this game was around 630, just because of Midas. It just boosts your GPM by 190 every minute. That was unfortunate that Lycan died. But what can you really do? There we go. I'm actually so glad that I had very low deaths this game, because if I did, it would have been a different game altogether. See, I'm not keen to go in. I'm always trying to stay back. Like, if my teammates go, they're bad, I try to help them with shield, but I really don't want to be the guy who sacrifices myself, because Arc Warden's way more reliant on not dying than the rest of these people. While we're waiting for my Rapier to be complete, I'll talk about some situational items, which I like. And these include, for some reason I can't. Okay. Items that I think are decent sometimes are Diffusal, because you can just use the doubles Diffusal and have like your full charges on main. I think Scythe is good, double Scythe is no joke. What else? Nah, I don't think Radiance is that great. Abyssal's good, double Abyssal goes through BKB, great item. Glimmer Cape situational, I wouldn't get it really. 4 stars, no. Blink Dagger, yes, Blink Dagger, you can blink in trees and then summon and then get your summon to blink out and push. That's pretty good. Greaves, but that was, I'd still say Boots of Travel is better, but maybe if you're a support, Greaves would be good. If you're position 3 to 4, Arc Warden, but even then, it's like you shouldn't pick him if you're gonna play that position. There's so many other better heroes for that. Battle Fury, no, no way, doesn't even work on him. Orchid, maybe if you're against something like Ember Spirit or Storm, you go Orchid, and just silence with the main and then silence with the double, so they really kind of skip. Like you have to time it so you get the most out of it. Don't stack it or some shit like some people do. Otherwise, I'd say I've pretty much covered. There's not that many great items because this hero is different to other heroes. You want to abuse his ultimate. That's why Midas is so good. I wouldn't say. I don't think aura items are that great on him, like Soul Cuirass or anything, because you want to be by yourself most of the time, not really with the team. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. What I think are the good items on him. What's going on now? Still. And this game was just a really fun game. I'll go back. See, just sit in trees, 4 Necronomicons just pushing. Like, they don't last very long, but it's still pretty good. And you can always have Necronomicons every time your double is casted. I seriously think they need to tweak the way cooldowns work with his ultimate, because it's pretty broken. You just summon ultimate and all the cooldowns are reset, like Necronomicons, Manta, Boots of Travel, Midas. It's actually so good. Alright, at this point I'm building Rapier, so I think I get it soon. I think I might just skip because this is kind of getting boring. I won't skip, I'll fast forward it a bit till the point where I get Rapier. Oh, what's going on? I think I get Rapier like around here somewhere. Yep, okay, got Rapier. And this is the point where the Luna and everyone's saying GG, our quote unquote Rapier. Like, they don't understand how good it is. You'll see like why Rapier is so good on them. Like, you'll see how fast. Look at that Rax just go. Oh my god. Just goes so fast with the double hitting it. Even that tower, I don't even have to risk myself. I just sit back and just make them, waste all this shit just getting rid of my double. Then just get back and wait for it to be off cooldown and go again. Oh, big shout out to Mr. Tortellini. Like, if you want to support him, I'll link his Patreon page in the description. Using his builds as guidelines has helped me a lot to improve my game. So shout out to Tortellini. If you're watching this, which I doubt it, you're like a fucking god. But if you're watching this, man, I appreciate you. So, yeah, you're fucking hard work, dude. Like, there's like what 110 heroes in Dota, and you've made a guide for every single one of them for even different laning, like middle, lane, jungle. So good. Like, the amount of time that takes, it's no joke. That's some serious dedication. And what, you don't even earn any money off of it, so it's just you're doing fan service pretty much. So yeah, I'd say people like support his Patreon. He's a good guy. Like 6.86 came out on a Wednesday, I think it was a Wednesday, and his patches, he updated his guides on a Saturday. That was like extremely fast. I wouldn't expect like 108 heroes, and he's got it done in like 4 days. That's amazing. Like, this is not sponsored by him or anything. I'm just saying he's a really cool guy. Mad respect for him. All right, continue the push strat. Yeah. Bam. Easiest racks of my life. It's not even me there, it's just my double. I decide to join it now. And Ursa can't do shit inside a magnetic field. Look at those. Look at that. Such. Man. If you haven't played them already, go out, try them. Have some fun. You know, give it a shot. Maybe you'll learn something new. Thanks guys for watching as always. Stay subscribed for future content.